If you have ever seen space junk screaming across the night sky, it's a memorable thing to behold, and even more so when it is man-made space junk. Then it is full of color as each element and molecule lights up with a rainbow of colors. Meteors are normally just one color, white, and they seldom break apart, but when a satellite does it, they normally break into parts as they shower. Seldom do they make it back to the ground, but such was not the case on January 22 in 1997. To date, Lottie Williams of Tulsa, Oklahoma is the only known person to have been hit by man-made space junk, and only one other person is known to have been hit by naturally occurring space junk, though there is anecdotal evidence that others have been too. Back in 1954, Ann Hodges was hit by a 12-pound fragment that punched a hole in her landlord's roof. This caused legal trouble for Ann as the landlord laid claim to the rock. Things settled, and the meteorite is currently housed at the Alabama Museum of Natural History. Miss Williams was out for a walk at 3 a.m. when she saw a great white flash, and was hit shortly thereafter by a 6-inch piece of blackened metallic material that is best described as looking like a smashed and burned soda can. NASA scientists believe that Williams was hit by a piece of a Delta II rocket that had tumbled back to Earth moments before. It had been launched 9 months earlier. This makes her the only person in the known universe to have been hit by man-made space debris. I was able to see another large hunk of man-made space stuff re-enter one cold winter night, but this was a controlled landing of the Space Shuttle Endeavour. She left a trail of white-hot plasma in her wake that stretched from horizon to horizon and hung around for several minutes. I was a bit amazed by what I saw, so I asked veteran shuttle jockey Story Musgrave, "What was that all about?" To which he replied, "All of that energy that was spent pushing us up there has to go somewhere when we land." I had failed to take into consideration that all of that fuel was turned into kinetic energy, and a 4.5 million pound object traveling at 18,000 miles per hour is a great deal of kinetic energy. The Space Shuttle Endeavour is currently housed in Los Angeles. Perhaps the most famous space junk of all time resulted from the demise of Skylab, back in 1979. Rocket scientists maneuvered Skylab into a re-entry footprint that would cause it to crash land over the eastern Indian Ocean and Western Australia. A 17-year-old recovered some Skylab from his roof and raced off to California, where the San Francisco Examiner was offering a prize of $10,000, which is roughly $30,000 in today's money, to the first person who could deliver a piece of the space station to its newsroom. Encourage looking up.